So this is a brief video on how to create a Kahoot quiz. In your browser, go to the address and type in kahoot.com. If you're a new user, you can sign up for free and you will sign in as a teacher, and you can use your Microsoft 365 or email or Google there. I have an existing account, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to log in. I'm logging in with my Microsoft. And sign in. So here I can create a new Kahoot. If I want to see my existing Kahoots, I go over here, click, and it lists my existing. So I want to create a new Kahoot, and I'm going to create a new quiz. We call the quiz Tell Quiz, and you can put a description in here, and this one we put in as module recap. It's set to visible to everyone, which is public. I'm going to choose that it's only me, visible to only me. English is the language, and I'm going to put training for the audience. When you're finished, we click OK, go. And now we want to add our question. So click to add question. And the first question I'm going to type in. You can limit the question times here. You can 20 seconds is standard. You can change it. I'm going to leave it at 20. And this is an award system. Generally, I leave it to yes when there's multiple players playing together. There's 4 answer boxes. I'm going to just choose 2 for this one. It's a true/false question. True and false. You can check which one is correct. I'm going to purposely make a mistake here, and we'll go back and edit it at a later stage. So I check mark, and when I'm finished I go next. I want to add another question. And my second question is, so this time I'm going to leave it at 20 seconds again, and I'm going to do true and false again. And this time I'm going to put in a little image. So if I go up here, if I click on the image, and there's a little image of a Kahoot here, click on it, click on open, and the image opens up here. I'm going to mark it, the correct answer, and click on next. And I'm going to enter one more question. And I'm going to put 4 answers for this here. Put the check mark against the correct answer. And I go next. Here is my 3 questions within the quiz. I click on save. Brings me back to the finished page where I can edit, I can preview it, I can play it, or I can share it. I'm going to preview it to see what it's going to look like for me running it as the teacher and the player playing it. So I click on the left hand side of the screen. It's the teacher's view. There are options for the game. If you drop down arrow and go through them, I'm not going to set any of them at the moment. I'm going to leave them at default. And on the right hand side is the player's view on whatever device they're using it. I'm going to use the classic view. So a code will appear on the teacher's screen. The player keys in the code and enters. and they can type in a nickname. And the registered player will show on the left hand side on the teacher's screen. Players are registered. We now start. The questions will load on the teacher's screen with the options and the answers, and the learner will just see the colour-coded options on the right hand side. So Kahoot can only be played on an iPad. True. The result will show on the player's device, and it will also show on the teacher's. So now we go through the rest of the questions. Shows the scoreboard along the way, the 0 points. We go next, and the second question loads. At the end you can get a result, and you can also print the results. So I'm going to close my preview Kahoot tab here, and it brings me back to edit the questions. I click on edit and I'm back in. I want to edit the first question, so I go over here and I click edit the question. So I want to change the question to read Kahoot can be played on a variety of devices, and I want to change from false to true. Go to next, save, and it brings me back to my finished web page again. So that's a basic introduction to creating a Kahoot and editing.